Batting third, Isaiah Verge, the shortstop. Also, J.D. Wheaton playing right field and batting cleanup. It's Chris Richardson playing center field and batting fifth. Batting sixth, Braxton Greener. And he will be the designated hitter in tonight's ball game. Griever, I should say, Griever. Carson Pack will play third and bat seventh. Batting eighth, Jacob Gillant. He is going to play first, and Manny Moton will play left field and bat ninth. So Evans, Rather, Verge, Wheaton, Richardson, Griever, Pack, Galliant, and Moton for the Oakland Patriots. And we're getting started here a little early, so I'll give you the rest of the lineup here in just a moment. Ready for the first pitch here in the game, and it's Jackson Pridgeon on the mound and throws a strike to Asher Evans, and we're underway here this evening. 5:56, your official first pitch here. The 0-1 on the way. High fly ball, center field, and Caleb Jordan ranging to his left and makes the catch out there for the first out. Fly ball to center field, retires Evans. Let me give you your defensive lineup here. Pridgeon is pitching. Nichols is catching him tonight. Jax Nichols. Liam Goodhart over at first. Bryce Messer at second. Bryson Green is your shortstop. Davis Wilson playing third base. And left to right, Waldrop, Caleb Jordan, and Braden Leverett. Your batter here, Hunter Rather for Oakland, takes this one outside. Jackson Pridgeon, 6-0 on the season. He has a 1.12 ERA. The 1-0 fouled out right side. Oakland 11-15 on the season, 4-6, and as Max said, they are in the four hole in the district standings. Behind right now, it's Riverdale with a one-game lead, followed by Siegel and Blackman. Rockvale is in fifth. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Big wicked cut. That one about let her high. The first pitch of the game, the ceremonial first pitch, was done by Pierre Lyons. We talked about that with both Mac and Barry during the pregame interview. 1-2, fly ball. Caleb Jordan waiting on it. Takes one step to the left, and that's out number two. Two flyouts to center field, and there are two away.
127, Isaiah Verge.
I don't know if the folks here noticed Pierre's outfit, but it was red and yellow, which were the official colors of Riverdale back in that time when he was here. Rode his horse and buggy to school. Chopper to short. Deep in the hole, Green up with it, and throws over to first to Goodhart. And that is going to be the final out of the inning. Let's keep it here. No runs, no hits, no one left on. And we move to the bottom of the first, and here is your starting lineup for now the Riverdale Warriors. Jennings and Ayers, Funeral Home scoreboard coming up a bit later on as well. But these starting lineups from JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Winners Trophies, and Fans Heating and Air. For the Warriors, 28-7 on the year, 9-1 in district play. Magic number is 1. A win tonight or a Siegel loss, combination of any of those things, and Riverdale will be the district regular season champions for the, let's see, 5th time in 6 years. So pretty good numbers there. Gunnar Waldrop will lead off and play left field. It's Caleb Jordan playing center field, batting second. Batting third, Liam Goodhart, the first baseman. In the cleanup spot, Jax Nichols, the catcher for the Warriors. Jackson Pridgeon will pitch and bat fifth. Batting sixth, Braden Leverett, and he is the right fielder for the Warriors. Bryce Messer will bat seventh and play second. It's Bryson Green at shortstop, batting eighth. Batting ninth, Paul Pittman, the designated hitter. And they're DHing for the third baseman, Davis Wilson. For the Oakland Patriots defensively, it's Patrick Freeman on the mound. Hunter Rather will be catching him. It's Jacob Gilliant at first. At second, Hunter Evans. At third, Carson Pack. And Isaiah Verge is your shortstop. Damani Moton From left to right, Chris Richardson. And in right field, J.D. Wheaton. That's your defensive alignment for the Oakland Patriots. We're at the reservation here this evening, and just talking to Kevin Woodson a few minutes ago. It's weird from one year to the next how things work out, but we've been at Riverdale. I think this is our 4th game here. And last year, all of the Riverdale games we did were on the road. But Wednesday is a prime night for us to have spring sports coverage, and just happened to be the night that Riverdale was on the road mostly last year. Finishing up his warm-up tosses is Patrick Freeman. Dimensions here, 320 down the left field line. It's 330 down the right field line, and 360 dead away center field. Beautiful facility here, artificial turf on the infield here at Riverdale, as many of the teams have done, but they've made some improvements here at the reservation over the past few years. Put some new countertops up here in the press box where we broadcast from. They're always doing something, as are all of our teams. You know, they fundraise and just improve the facilities for the next generation of players coming up. Well, Gunnar Waldrop making the stroll from the dugout, and Gunnar is going to try to get things going here for the Riverdale Warriors. Again, they won 17-1 last night. Waldrop hitting .333 with 4 home runs, 23 RBIs. And the left fielder for the Warriors. Patrick Freeman's first pitch is swung on, and it is going to drop into shallow center field for a base hit. And Riverdale off and running. First hit of the game, first pitch of the game to the Warriors. That is his, that's Waldrop's 32nd hit this season. Batter is Caleb Jordan. Caleb hitting .315 with 1 home run and 20 RBIs. Here's the first pitch to him. Showed bunt. Rather quickly. Faked a throw to first. Not a cloud in the sky to be seen anywhere. Just a beautiful midweek Wednesday for baseball. It's about time. The 1-0 shows bunt. Pops it back into the screen. The weather for the first, well, I guess really dating back to March. In the middle of the week, we've had lots of rain, and Riverdale is the exception and a few other schools, but having a place to broadcast that's inside is critical, especially if there's rain. We don't mind being outside, but there's a threat of rain. It's kind of tough to be outside. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Shows bunt. Tries to get it down the left, the third base line, but it rolls foul. Now 2 strikes against Jordan. The wind is blowing in. Last time I checked the flag, which is behind us. No way to see that from here. 1 ball, 2 strikes is your count to Caleb Jordan. Freeman checking the runner at first. Pitch on the way as the runner goes, and nope, he's back. Faked the steal, and up quickly was Rather. Kind of a pitch out there, 2-2. Freeman, a look over the shoulder at first. Small lead by Waldrop over there. He is going now. There's going to be a throw down, and it is not in time. Got it under the tag. A pretty decent throw there. But a stolen base for Gunnar Waldrop. That changes things for Jordan here, but the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now he's got to check the runner at second. Does so, and the pitch on the way. Chop foul, right side. Tomorrow night, it's Siegel at Blackman. They're playing game 2 of that series this evening. Siegel won over Blackman 5-3. Playing at Siegel tonight and then back at Blackman tomorrow. We'll catch that game 3 tomorrow evening on State Farm Prep Sports. And now stepping out is Caleb Jordan. Now makes his way back in the box, and the count remains full. Freeman sets. And the pitch on the way. Popped up left side. Coming in is Moton and called off by Verge for the first out of the inning. That one kind of hung up in the air a bit. So a long pop up to short. He was several feet into the outfield grass. One away. Runner at second in Waldrop for Liam Goodhart. Liam batting .357 with 4 home runs and 27 driven in. Right-handed batter, first one, and the strike called. First one that Patrick Freeman has seen in the lineup so far. Freeman getting the sign from Rather. And the 1-strike pitch is on the way. Popped up right side. Is there going to be room for Chase? And it's going to be out of play. Goes into the bullpen area on the Warriors dugout side. If you're watching on Big G TV, on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, all those places, Riverdale dugout is to the right down the first base side. Oakland dugout on the third base side here. 0-2 to Goodhart. Pitch from Freeman. Just a bit low. And it's 1-2. Freeman talking to himself a bit here after that pitch. I think he really wanted that strike. He sets and now look back at second. Waldrop dancing around there. The pitch. Chopper to second. They throw it to the first baseman, Gillian, does Evans. And there are 2 away, but it does advance Waldrop to third. 2 away after the ground out to the second baseman. Brings up Jax Nichols. Jack's hitting .293 on the season, 3 home runs, 34 RBIs. Riverdale trying to threaten first here. We've got Waldrop at third. Base hit scores a run. First pitch, he held off, and good for him. It's 1-0. Just joining, John had a prior engagement tonight. He'll be rejoining tomorrow night for our game from Blackman. Now Freeman steps off. Everybody is in their place here now, and the pitch. Strike on the inner half. Our wireless field mic doing its job. You can hear the official, the umpire behind the plate. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Took a big wicked cut. And now Nichols is down to his last strike. A single, a pop-up to short, and a ground out to second. And now a 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outer half. And great pitching there by Patrick Freeman. Gets out of the inning. No runs for the Riverdale Warriors. There was 1 hit, a stolen base, but left stranded at third. Left on base. We move to the second inning. Your score 0-0 on State Farm Prep Sports. The Blue Raider fan source for officially licensed Middle Tennessee gear is Raider Tees. T-shirts, caps, sweats in all sizes, designs, colors, children's to plus sizes. Raider Tees has decals and license plates to show everyone your favorite team. Plus, check out their wide selection of Blue Raider art, jewelry, even golf tee markers. Show your Blue Raider pride with the largest selection of Blue Raider merchandise anywhere by shopping Raider Tees, 910 Ridgely Road, just before the bridge over Broad behind Chewy's. This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Thank you, Mr. Morris. Appreciate you, as well as good neighbor State Farm Agent Dana Womack at 805 South Church Street between Farm Credit and the post office. That's State Farm Agent Dana Womack, 900-0877. Other baseball games going on tonight. Blackman is at Siegel in this district. I think the last regular season game in the district for the Stewart's Creek Redhawks. And they look to wrap up their district championship. I think Smyrna is going to finish 5th and Laverne 6th in that district. That also includes Lebanon and Cookville and Wilson Central. Oakland and Siegel playing in softball as well this evening. Both of those teams undefeated in softball. First pitch low and outside to Wheaton. It's J.D. Wheaton, Chris Richardson, and Braxton Griever for Oakland. This pitch low, and it's 2-0. Last night, Asher Evans and Demani Moton were the only two Oakland Patriots to get a hit. Dips that outside corner for a strike. It's 2-1 now. Stretch, the pitch, fouled away right side. Patriots in the red tops with Patriots across the chest. Navy trim and numbers. Gray pants. Pitch on the way. Got strike 3 called on that outside corner. Nice comeback there by Jackson Pridgeon. His first strikeout. The Warriors are in their Vegas gold tops with cardinal numbers. Arrowhead on the left chest. White pants with cardinal pinstriping. First pitch to Richardson high. The 1-0 from Pridgeon. Swing and a miss. Blew that one past him at 86 miles an hour. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Pitch on the way. This is high this time, 2-1. Braxton Griever is in the on-deck circle. For Oakland, 2-1. Swing and a miss. It's like maybe he got a bit of that baseball. Don't know. Swinging strike regardless. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Pridgeon. Strike 3 called. And back-to-back strikeouts for Pridgeon. He seems to be settling in here. If the inning continues for the Patriots, it's going to be up to Braxton Griever to get it done. Right-handed batter. Open stance. Takes this ball outside. The stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. Right there, 84. on the radar gun. Pridgeon tries to come inside this time. It's 2 balls and a strike. Glad you're joining us here on this Wednesday night for prep baseball. Low, right down the middle. It's 3-1, and Pridgeon falling behind here now to Grieber. Three-one. Line to first, and it is going to get by Goodhart. I think he touched that baseball. Heading to second base is Grieber, and in sliding, safe. That's going to be an E3. Just kind of took a weird hop on Liam Goodhart. And the Patriots have the go-ahead run in scoring position here now, but there are 2 away, and your batter, Carson Pack. Pack did not play last night. He's at third this evening. Pridgeon holding the runner close at second. Pitch, swing and a miss by Pack. Pridgeon fell behind Grieber, and then Grieber got a piece of the pitch. Wound up taking second as the ball got by the first baseman. Goodhart fell back. Sun pretty tough out there on the, well, just about everybody on defense, except your catcher. The 2-strike pitch, misses high outside. When I say not a cloud in the sky, there is not a cloud in the sky. It is a beautiful, clear, sunny spring afternoon. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 3. And that ends the inning. No runs for the Patriots. No hits. There was an error and 1 left on. Let's move to the bottom of the second with your score 0-0. Riverdale and Oakland in the Battle of the Borough on State Farm Prep Sports.
Here's the question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
I want expert advice on going 100% solar.
I want to go green without breaking the bank.
I want to meet my sustainability goals.
I want solar to be simple.
Done, 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 done.
I want to save the planet.
Little hero, let's start with one of MTE's solar programs first. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. What are some of the advantages that Carpets by Osborne has?
Being a family business and being locally owned and operated, we do free estimates. We have our own subcontractors that work for our business. We will come out, look at your floor covering. Throughout the whole process, you deal with an individual. You're not passed off to different contractors. We handle it from start to finish.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by Sir Pizza, Carpets by Osborne, Winners Trophies, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. And I want to say congrats to our friends at First National Bank of Middle Tennessee celebrating their 150th anniversary. Good stuff. Well, it's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for Riverdale. Glad you're joining us tonight here on State Farm Prep Sports. Jackson Pridgeon will lead it off here, trying to help his own cause. Braden Leverett and Bryce Messer due up for the Warriors. Bottom of the second, no score. First pitch outside from Patrick Freeman. I'll say hello to all of those who are watching on X and YouTube and Facebook. Strike called on the inner half, 1-1. Twitch as well. Be seeing that on the homepage of our website, WGNSradio.com. Fouled at the plate. It's 1-2 to Pridgeon. Could be listening on any of the 3 frequencies, streaming, wherever you're listening or watching. Thanks for joining tonight. Boy, this pitch way inside. Did he go? They appeal, and he did. So it's a strikeout of Jackson Pridgeon. Put 2 up for Freeman. And Braden Leverett, your batter. Left-handed batter here to face Freeman. Pitch on the way. This is low and outside to Leverett. Got to tell you about Pridgeon's stats here. 1-0. This misses low as well. Leverett, 301 average with a homer and 16 RBIs. Popper over there to second. Evans gathers himself, kind of got there in a hurry, throws to first easily to retire Leverett. It's a screaming liner to second base. Bryce Messer hitting .287, no home runs, 15 driven in. Stands there with 2 away in the inning, and a strike called on the outer half. Have a feeling this is shaping up to be a pitcher's duel tonight. The 0-1. Strike on the outer half again, and Messer backs out. Big deep breath, a little disgust maybe. Freeman in the driver's seat here. The pitch on the way. This one gets away from him a bit, high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Freeman sets, kicks, fires it outside and low. Both of these guys throwing in the upper 80s. Freeman was ahead, 0-2, and now it's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out here in the second. So Deuce is wild here. The pitch. This one inside. They're going to appeal again, but he didn't go. First base umpire just kind of looked up into the sky. Didn't even give any decision. Freeman came out of his shirt came untucked. Jersey. This pitch low, and after being ahead 0-2, Messer's going to draw a walk. First one of the game for Freeman. Only giving up 1 hit. Oakland doesn't have a hit thus far. Batter Bryson Green, the shortstop for the Warriors, keeping this inning alive. Right-handed batter. Green hitting .241 with no home runs and 14 driven in. Messer at first. Pitch on the way. Low and inside for a ball, 1-0. So that's 4 straight balls that have been thrown by Freeman. He takes a big deep breath and peeks over at first. Pitch on the way. Strike right down the middle at about 85 miles per hour. Evens it all up here at 1 apiece. Modest lead by Messer over at first. Kind of leaning toward the first base bag. Now he's going. There's going to be a throw down and out. Messer is going to be caught stealing, and that's going to end the inning. So the walk did not hurt the Oakland Patriots. No runs, no hits, one walk, but caught stealing. Nobody left on. Let's move to the third inning of play with your score, Riverdale and Oakland. Scoreless here on State Farm Prep Sports.
This Fanceroni pepperoni is fancy.
Am I fancy enough for the Fanceroni? I'm wearing cargo shorts.
But Tim, so am I.
Try the Fanceroni pepperoni with over 100 old world pepperoni. Little Caesars changed the Hot and Ready Classic and added 33% more pepperoni, which makes it 133% better pizza than before. It's really good. Order a new classic online and use our convenient pizza portal pickup.
In Murfreesboro on Memorial Warrior Drive, South Church and Old Fort.
Pizza, pizza.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors that you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. Let me save you money and time.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
State Farm Prep Sports from News Radio. WGNS is brought to you in part by the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice also. Heating and Air. Saw Anne-Marie Brentz this week on the roundtable on Monday. They've got wings at Rick's Barbecue now. How about that? First pitch to Jacob Galliant is a swinging miss. 0-1. Pitch a strike on the outer half from Jackson Pridgeon. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Tried to muscle it in around the same spot. He came off the mound, but it is a ball, 1-2. The stretch, the pitch, high fly ball, center field. Here's Caleb Jordan. Takes a couple of steps forward, makes the grab out there for the first out of the third.
Left fielder number 3, Damani.
Caleb Jordan has been pretty busy out there. He's recorded 3 outs, 3 outs in this game. Damani Moton, the batter, he had one of the 2 hits last night for Oakland against Riverdale. He lines this one right side for a base hit. First hit of the game for the Oakland Patriots coming here in the third. Takes us back to the top of the order, and Asher Evans, who had the other hit in last night's game. Riverdale winning that one 17-1 in 6 innings. I think David said 7 runs in the 6th. Things kind of unraveled a bit on the Patriots. Strike right down, Warrior Drive to Asher Evans from Pridgeon. Pridgeon with an unblemished mark this season. He's 6-0. Checks the runner at first, and the 0-1. This is going to get by Nichols. And a wild pitch is going to put Moton in scoring position. Moton has quickness as well. Puts the go-ahead run in scoring position for Oakland for the first time tonight. One ball and 1 strike is the count to Evans. Strike called on the outside corner. No, it was a ball, I guess. 2-1. Pridgeon checking Moton down there. Strike on the outer half. That's where he wanted that other pitch. It's 2-2 now. Got that one up there at 88. Both pitchers have been in the upper 80s. Here's the pitch on the way. Chopper to short. Green throws over to first for the second out of the inning, but that does advance Moton to third.
Catcher reports
So that wild pitch kind of hurt. Gave him an extra bag here. And an RBI opportunity for Hunter Rather, who's 0 for 1 today. He flew out to center field back in the first. Moton at third. See what Oakland tries to do here. No scorer, top of the third. Rather sends this one outside. Right-handed batter. Steps back in. The 1-0. This one sails low. Bridgen has not walked anybody in this game thus far. 3 strikeouts, and they all came in the second inning. 2 strikeouts, an error, and a strikeout, so sandwiched between. The 2-0 sails high. Doesn't look like they want to give Rather very much here to look at. Rather probably will take this one. See what Bridgen decides to do with it. Goes the rubber, and the pitch on the way. Joe Bunt pulled it back, and it's outside. It's a walk. 4 straight balls. And that's the first one of the afternoon for Bridgen. Pretty scary batter stepping in here with the runner on. Runner at third, actually. Kalijah King is going to be running at first for Rather. So King running at first for Rather. Runners at the corners with 2 out for Verge. And Bridgen's first pitch to him is a ball. King takes off to second. Catcher indifference on that. So 2 in scoring position for the Patriots. Pitch swung on, fly ball left field. Waldrop giving chase. He is going to be at the warning track and make the catch for out number 3. Verge sent that one for a ride, but Oakland Patriots are going to come up empty here in the top of the third. Despite a hit and a walk, there were 2 left. We move to the bottom of the third inning. Still no score between the Warriors and the Patriots in baseball. State Farm Prep Baseball.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Thanks, Dana. This half inning brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack. Offices on West Northfield Boulevard. You're the Ford dealer. That's State Farm Agent Andy Womack, 890-0850. Saw Andy driving down Broad Street earlier this week. Gave a little wave as we passed each other. Was headed back to the office after lunch, I would suspect. Bottom of the third, no score between Riverdale and Oakland here. Bryston Green, Paul Pittman, and then the top of the order, Gunnar Waldrop, to face Patrick Freeman, who has faced one over the minimum so far. Bryston Green hitting .241. No home runs and 14 RBIs. He was up when Messer was caught stealing. That ended the second. Fly ball into center field, going back Richardson, and makes the snag. He had to range quite a ways there to his left out there in center field. So it was hit to right center, but it retires Bryston Green. Paul Pittman is your designated hitter in this game for the Warriors. Pittman hitting .346. No home runs, 4 driven in. He has appeared in 19 games. Takes a ball, 1-0 from Patrick Freeman. The pitch. Ooh, that's a comebacker. Right about letter high. Backs Pittman out there a bit, 2-0. I think Patrick wanted a little more of the plate there. Pitch swung on, deep center field. Richardson going back, and it's going to be up against the wall. In at second, standing, is Paul Pittman with a one-out double. That is Pittman's 10th hit of the season and his third double. The Warriors have something cooking here. Second hit of the game. And looks like we've got Carter Terrio running out there for Pittman. That was well stroked. So Carter Terrio at second. And back to the top of the order in Waldrop, and he has the other hit in the game thus far. Led off with a hit, as a matter of fact. Takes the ball outside. It's a little third inning trouble here brewing for Patrick Freeman. In a scoreless game, go-ahead run is at second. Terrio taking a decent lead out there at second. Strike on the outer half. About 83 from Freeman. Evens it up at 1 apiece. Have some shadows around the third base side, beginning to creep over the field of play. Now time called, and Freeman was in motion there, so he continued to follow through with the pitch. It's his 39th pitch of the game coming up. Steps off, fakes the throw to second to keep Terrio honest. Carter keeps sneaking out a little bit. Takes a pretty decent lead and leans toward the second base bag. I'm sure Freeman will take a peek over his shoulder. He does, and now the pitch on the way. Outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike is your count. No score here, but Riverdale with their second threat of the game. Waldrop got all the way to third after a stolen base as well, but they could not bring him in. Back in the first inning. Fouls this one back into the screen. Two balls and 2 strikes. Waldrop, a .333 hitter. It's 1 for 1 here in this game. Freeman steps off now, and stepping out is Waldrop. Everybody back in their places. Sign from Rather to Freeman, and after a check of the runner, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Went high and outside with that one, and it is a strikeout. Number 3 for Freeman. So there are 2 away in the inning, and if Riverdale's going to come away with anything here in the third, it's going to be Caleb Jordan, who will have to keep the inning going. Left-handed batter. Here's the first pitch to him. No, it's not going to be made, and Freeman off the mound to run Terrio back. Carter is being a pest in Patrick Freeman's mind right now. Doesn't take quite as big of a lead this time. First pitch is outside for a ball. 1-0. Tomorrow night, it's Siegel at Blackman baseball for you. And I haven't even attempted to put a schedule together for next week. I did notice Monday and Tuesday have rain chances, of course. Just have to see how the week turns out. Pitch. Just a bit high. I meant to look at the schedule. Yeah, next Wednesday, the district tournament starts here in baseball. Riverdale wins or Siegel loses tonight, it'll be Riverdale, the regular season champ and the host of the tournament, starting next Wednesday. Strike on the outer half. Got that breaking pitch in at about 73. 2-1 now to Caleb Jordan. Wind has seemingly died down, but I noticed it's going to be very windy this weekend. Pitch outside. I think gusts 25 to 35 miles an hour. Bet there'll be a lot of honeydew list being checked off this weekend. The weather's supposed to be good. Just windy. Significant other may tell you to go fly a kite. Who knows? Strike in there. Got the curveball in. 74 on the radar gun. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at second for the Warriors. So a full count to Caleb Jordan. Big deep breath by Freeman. And steps off. Runs Terrio back. Carter sneaks off now. And the full count to Jordan. After the sign from Rather, Freeman is ready. Pitch on the way. Went outside with it, lost him. That's the second walk given up by Freeman. And the inning continues. Runners at first and second now for the Warriors. And you have your 3-hole hitter, Liam Goodhart. Goodhart has the best batting average on the team at .357 with 4 homers and 27 driven in. There's an RBI opportunity here with 2 out and no score in the bottom of the third. Fakes the throw down to second, does Freeman. If this wasn't an artificial turf infield, Terrio's white pants would be a mess. First pitch, strike called on the outer half to Liam Goodhart. He grounded to second back in the first inning. 5th batter of the third to face Freeman. Fly out, a double, a strikeout, a walk. Freeman shakes off one now. I think he gets the sign that he wants, maybe. No, shakes it off again. Now finds the sign he likes. The 1-strike pitch is on the way. High. 1 ball, 1 strike. Freeman being very deliberate and keeping the runners close. No score, bottom of the third. Oakland and Riverdale here. Micah Freeman was the losing pitcher in last night's game for Oakland. Patrick out on the mound today. 1-1. Lined to second. Down is Evans. Makes the throw over to first. Good play there by Hunter Evans on his knees. So a line out to second ends the inning here for the Warriors. No runs for Riverdale. There was a hit, there was a walk, and there were 2 Warriors left stranded. We move to the 4th inning. Still scoreless between Oakland and Riverdale on State Farm Prep Sports.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue, carrying on the Lanning family tradition.
I'm passionate about it, and I have a lot of my dad in me, so I know that I have the same energy and mindset that he does.
It's the best barbecue you'll eat, the smoked chicken out of this world, and those loaded baked potatoes.
That's the biggest potato you can get. They're right at 2 pounds. People ask us that all the time. They're like, where do y'all get those potatoes from?
A quick meal, feeding the whole family, or catering, they can do it all at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
Your auto. Together, they're where help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your home and auto.
Every team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-893-1417. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
There's my buddy Ron Reeves. Appreciate you, Ron, and all of our fine sponsors who help to bring you sports here on WGNS. We are getting down to the last 6 weeks or so of the high school sports season. And between that and MTSU games, between mid-August and the end of May, we'll average about 300 events. That's like one a day. Very busy. Our game brought to you by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, along with Middle Tennessee Christian School. Congrats to MTCS as well, their baseball team with the #1 seed in the district, winning the regular season. First pitch is a strike to Jack Snickle. Let me switch my sheets here. To J.D. Wheaton. Top of the 4th. This is outside. It's 1-1. The pitch on the way. Strike on the outer half. Jackson Pridgeon has had 3 base runners in this game so far. He's only walked 1. That was last inning with 2 away. Pitch. Wow, I don't know what was wrong with that one. 2-2. He's not getting that pitch on the outer half. Well, sometimes he's not. This one's going to get by and the count full. Only 1 hit given up by Pridgeon so far. And that happened last inning. 0-1-0 for the Patriots. 0-2-1 for the Warriors. The payoff pitch. Fly ball, right field, and it's going to drop. Solid single for J.D. Wheaton and the second hit of the game for the Patriots. And coming on a full count, so Wheaton biding his time there. Chris Richardson is the 5-hole hitter, and he stands in. struck out his last at bat in the second. Wheaton led off the second and now the fourth. Low and outside to the left-handed batter. Two hits, an error, and a walk. That's your base runners for Oakland. Two singles in the game. Showing bunt, and a good one. Lays it down, coming in Wilson. The throw to first is not going to be in time, and he beats it out. So an infield bunt single for Richardson. That was very nicely done by Chris.
The DH for 22, Braxton Griever.
So back-to-back hits and trouble here for Pridgeon. Second time in the game second time in the last two innings, as a matter of fact, that Oakland has threatened with a runner in scoring position. Braxton Griever is your batter. He reached in the second on an error. Pridgeon not able to multiply what happened in the second inning. Shows bunt, and everybody stays in their places here. It's 1-0. It was a strikeout, error strikeout in the second of Wheaton, Richardson, Griever, and Pack, who is in the on-deck circle. It's single, and we'll see from Griever so far here in the fourth. Bunted down the first base side. They're going to throw to third. No. They're going to turn and whip it over to Goodhart. But it does sacrifice everybody around. So the sacrifice gets Richardson to third and Wheaton to second.
12, Carson Pack.
So with one away, Oakland has two in scoring position and the biggest threat of the night for either team so far. Pack struck out in the second. He's 0 for 1. The second at bat of the game. Takes this one outside from Pridgeon. A little more action, if you will, in the Oakland dugout. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch coming across at about 86 from Pridgeon. Oakland would certainly like to get the lead here on the road in this one. Kind of wipe away the tough game they had last night. Give up 7 runs in the sixth and lost 17-1 at home. Love to steal one on the road. Bunted right back to the pitcher. Throw to the catcher out there at home is Wheaton. Going to be safe at first is Pack. That'll go down as a fielder's choice, but Wheaton out at the plate. There are 2 away, and now a little conversation with Mac Hawks, and looks like Jacob Galliant is out to have some conversation, and Barry Messer is out to talk to his infield as well. So you've got first and third with 2 outs here for Oakland. Go ahead run thrown out at the plate in Wheaton. The conversation from Coach Messer is over. Well, he's still barking out a few instructions as he makes his way. Gives a sign to his catcher, Jax Nichols, on the way to the dugout. And Jacob Galliant, who led off the third with the fly out to center field, is your batter for Oakland. Runners at the corners, 2 out. Here at the top of the fourth, no score in this one. And Pack Forced a fake throw from the catcher, Jax Nichols, but he's back. Don't know if they want to risk being thrown out here with a runner at third. Pitch, swing and a miss. Took a little something off of that one and still came across at 84, but just a little bit to throw Galliant's swing off there a bit. 1 ball, 1 strike the count, and they are going to let the runner walk into second, and Pridgeon, who I'm sure, which was part of the conversation, made sure that he held Richardson at third. So Pack is at second. Now Richardson at third, and strike 2 in there from Pridgeon. Now the Riverdale faithful giving some words of encouragement to Jackson Pridgeon. 2 on, 2 out for Oakland. The pitch. Strike 3 called on the outer half, and the inning is over. Big strikeout there, the 4th one for Pridgeon, and comes at a wonderful time for the Riverdale Warriors. No runs for Oakland. There were 2 hits, back-to-back hits, as a matter of fact, and there were 2 left, stranded. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still no score between the Warriors and the Patriots here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Fans will be there with trained technicians. Fans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Fans Heating and Air.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
We're going to be an educational institution that teach Bible every day. Every subject we teach, we're going to teach through a biblical perspective. In every aspect of our school, we're going to do it through a Christian perspective.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
That also means that everything we do, we have to be excellent. We feel like Christ calls us to excellence. And so that means we have to be excellent academically. That means we have to be excellent athletically, because that's what God calls us to. It's a great place to be.
Invest in your child's future in an environment that fosters Christ-centered values. To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game on WGNS is brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood. Ron's a great guy. Give him a shout. 873-1700. Also, don't forget to check WGNSSports.com for the latest prep and MTSU sports news, schedules, podcast, and more. That's WGNSSports.com. We've got lots of folks listening in, checking in on our Twitter feed and on X as well. And I just love how on Facebook you get all of these people who are wanting you to click on this link and that link, and it's all just mess. It's scamming. I don't understand. Try to make it really difficult. But anyway, don't click on links on live videos. That's just a good rule of thumb. Jax Nichols to lead it off, and a brushback pitch from Freeman. It's Nichols, Pridgeon, and Leverett, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters to lead the 4th off here for Riverdale, and a strike on the inner half gets in there, even it up at 1-1. Just try to do something nice for the community, and then you got people wanting to try to get your credit card number. Isn't that crazy? This sale's low, 2-1. I was just checking to see if anybody had any comments on the socials for us tonight. Kind of an excuse me swing there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nichols struck out in the first. 3 over the minimum faced by Patrick Freeman today, and Powder River there strikes out Jax Nichols. Boy, that one
Left-handed pitcher, number 23, Jackson.
came in there quick. 87 miles an hour. Fourth strikeout for Freeman. He has walked 2 batters in this game. Just 2 hits by the Warriors. See what Pridgeon can do. Maybe help his own cause here a bit. This one outside. No, strike. Pardon me. 0-1. A lot of shadows on the field here now as the sun begins to set. This is outside. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. 1-1. Bit high and inside. Lights are already on here at the reservation. Jones Field. The 2-1 on the way. Ooh. Tipped and right into the face mask of Rather. And Pridgeon going to go down and talk to Coach Kendrick at third. There's a Kendrick on every corner here at Riverdale. Two balls, 2 strikes. The twin brothers, assistant coaches here at Riverdale. Freeman shakes off a sign. And now the pitch. Right about the hands and inside for a ball, 3-2. Freeman's asking what was wrong with that one. Coach Matt Hawks strolling around in the Oakland dugout. Payoff pitch. Just an excuse me swing there. Fouled it right side. Mack has been the head coach for decades. In fact, we were talking about it earlier. He was my physical science teacher at Oakland. This pitch in the dirt. And it is going to be Pridgeon taken off to first with just the third walk of the game from Freeman.
Now batting right number 3, Brayton Leverett.
And he was the baseball coach then, too. I think he was, well, that would have been 93 because I was a freshman. When we had every 9 weeks, we had a different science that we were studying. And I had him in the spring semester, of course. But 2-time state champion, Oakland Patriots. Mack has seen a lot of good baseball players come through his program and here in Rutherford County, of course. Brayden Leverett is going to stroll in. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th base runner that Oakland has had. And 3 of those walks, so the other 2 were hits, a double and a single here in the game thus far. I told you earlier that I thought this was shaping up to be a pitcher's duel, and it has been so far through 3.5. At the bottom of the 4th, no score. Pitch in for a strike to Leverett. He lined to second, back in the second inning. Pierre Lyons Knight here at W.T. Jones Field. Got to throw out the ceremonial first pitch tonight, and he got it across for a strike. Although I think the umpire had a very wide strike zone. Runner at first for the Patriots is Pridgeon. Or for the Warriors is Pridgeon. This in for a ball, 1-1. Pierre has done a lot for the youth here in Rutherford County with our athletics. but he was in the first graduating class at Riverdale in 1973. Great baseball player, drafted by the Cincinnati Reds. Chopped to short, and it's going to be through the gap. They were kind of shading towards second base, and that's going to allow Pridgeon to get all the way to third. That was a hit 'em where they ain't from Leverett. Kind of vacated the shortstop with a possible play at second, and it got through. And Pridgeon made it all the way to third. So the Warriors have something cooking here now. Third hit of the game off of Freeman. And now Mac Hawks is coming out to have some conversation on the mound with Patrick Freeman. His first official visit out there. Lets me have the opportunity to talk about Ideas Tees. Ideas Tees is the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. They do a fine job with anything, whether it's embroidering polos to just really anything that you can think of that can be embroidered, they can do it. We're looking to get some backpacks for myself and John. The ones we have kind of, well, they've seen better days. But they also have officially licensed Blue Raider merchandise over at Raider Tees, which is a part of Ideas Tees. Visit their showroom at 910 Ridgely Road, just off Broad between Chewy's and Chili's. Stop in and let them help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. Find out more at ideastees.com. Well, they've got the Warrior chant, the Tomahawk Chop going on here at Riverdale. With only one out and runners at first and third in a scoreless game here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch from Freeman. It's going to be bunted up and behind home plate. Finishing my thoughts about Pierre, he, of course, had a great coaching career in the 80s and early 90s at Smyrna. First African-American into the Rutherford County Baseball Hall of Fame. He spent some time at several schools as an assistant coach. He was on Mac's staff for a brief time. He's coached football, baseball, pitch outside, and a ball, 1-1. Leverett is in at second. Catcher indifference there. No stolen base. Rather decided not to throw since he's got Pridgeon at third. So runners at second and third. The count 1-1 to Bryce Messer. And that is a ball as well. Hunter Rather tried to frame it up for the umpire, but he had nothing of it. Pierre's brother, Perry, got to see him last night. Perry is the head coach in softball at Rockvale and is now the new the new girls basketball coach at Rockvale. So he's carrying on that line. Elena Lyons is assistant at Oakland, has been a softball head coach. So coaching's in the Lions' blood. This pitch outside, and it's 3 balls and a strike. One more bad one, and the bases will be loaded. Glad to see Riverdale honoring Pierre tonight. He's been making his rounds, shaking hands, kissing babies. He may run for office. You never know. 3-1. Fastball right down the middle. Bryce Messer was definitely taking on that pitch. Well, something's got to give. This may be it. Full count to Messer. Runners at second and third for the Warriors. Just one out. Freeman, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got a wicked fastball up there for strikeout number 5. Well, it's going to be up to Green if Riverdale's going to get something across here in the fourth. Green led off the third with a fly out to center field. Very little sun now on the it's in right field. just a little bit. Pretty much everything else in the shadows here now as sun sets. This is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Do have a base open. Paul Pittman is on deck, and he has one of the 3 hits in this game. It was a hard hit double. Hardest hit ball of the game, actually. 1-0, swing and a miss. And Freeman took a little gas off of that one. Count even at 1 apiece. Freeman sets the pitch. Tried that outside corner. It's ball low. 2-1. Freeman not even checking the runners. Getting the sign from Rather here. And now readies. Pitch on the way. Strike on the outer half. It's about the same place he put the last one, which was a ball. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a little higher up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Bottom of the 4th here for the Warriors. Patrick Freeman, the pitch. This is outside. The count goes full as the drama continues to build here at the reservation. Both dugouts, a little boisterous. Here is a big pitch in this game coming up from Patrick Freeman. It's on the way. Popped up right side. Galliant going to drift under it in foul territory and make the grab. Popped it up to the first baseman, did Green, and that ends the inning. Here's your recap. No runs for the Warriors. There was 1 hit, there was 1 walk, and there were 2 left on base. Well, it's time to head to the 5th. Still scoreless between the Warriors and the Patriots on State Farm Prep Sports. Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
And I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by good neighbor State Farm Agent Bud Morris out there on Franklin Road near Franklin Road Christian School, 893-1417, Bud Morris. Well, Damani Moton will lead it off. First pitch swinging deep in the hole. Green over, makes the throw to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Got a Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update for you. And in the 4th, Siegel leads Blackman 5-2. Blackman Blaze are a pesky little team. District races between Siegel and Blackman. Riverdale and Siegel. First pitch in for a strike to Asher Evans. His 3rd at bat. He's 0 for 2. Bridgen working pretty quickly here. This one fouled back behind the plate. A Riverdale win or a Siegel loss today will give the Warriors the district regular season championship. The 0-2 just missed on the outer half. Not a whole lot wrong with that pitch. I'll tell you why it's important if you can win the district, how important it is. Pitch, swung on, fouled away. If you win the regular season, you get to host the district tournament, for one thing, in 8-4A. The other thing, and this is a big prize, no matter what happens in the district tournament, you're guaranteed a region berth. And that has come to fruition sometimes. This pitch fouled right side and going to be out of play. So what that means, let's take, for instance, Riverdale is the regular season champion, and in the tournament, they get put out of the district tournament. They're still guaranteed a spot in the region, and your district championship game is a winner-take-all, with the loser packing it up for the season. That starts next Wednesday, by the way, in baseball. The 1-2 pitch. Just a bit low, I guess. Boy, Jackson, he really wanted the last two pitches, but especially that one. He was up 0-2, and now it's a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Little popper line out to Bryce Messer for out number 2. So a line out to the second baseman. Retires Evans, and there are 2 away here in the Oakland 5th. Got Middle Tennessee baseball as they welcome in the Big Red from Western Kentucky this weekend. Raiders struggling a little bit baseball-wise. First pitch, he's on it. Fly ball to center field, but Caleb Jordan making the catch out there. And Hunter Rather is retired. And 1, 2, 3 go the Oakland Patriots here in the 5th. Going to the bottom of the 5th. Still scoreless between Riverdale and Oakland on State Farm Prep Sports.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
Hello, my name is Colleen Clary, a mortgage loan officer with F&B Mortgage, a division of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Here at F&B Mortgage, we are dedicated to serving you and our community. We understand the challenges that are faced in today's economy when purchasing a home, and we are here to help guide you through the process every step of the way. Contact me today or visit our website at fnbmt.com. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game brought to you by Sir Pizza, sponsor of our Game and Coaches Show podcast, which you can listen or watch back on WGNSSports.com. And don't forget, Sir Pizza is on East Main, on South Church Street, and on Memorial Boulevard. The Braves are leading 3-1. And I can't really tell from this with bottom of the 5th. We're going to get you to the Braves as soon as we're done here. They're taking on the Miami Marlins this evening. Going for the sweep of the fish. Got the day off tomorrow. Patrick Freeman continuing to toss, and Rather making his way back out. Of course, he was the last out of the 5th, had to have time to get his catcher's gear on. It's going to be Paul Pittman. Paul has appeared in 19 games this season of the 35 now for the Warriors. And he had a one-out double back in the 3rd. Just 3 hits off of Freeman for the Warriors.
Paul Pittman.
Everything pretty even out there on the scoreboard. 0-3-0 for Oakland, 0-3-1 for Riverdale, and no score here in this one, bottom of the 5th inning. If you're listening, thinking, where's John Dinkins? I've heard you all night. John had a prior engagement. He'll make his way back tomorrow, be with us. First pitch is a strike called to Pittman. Patrick Freeman out to start his 5th inning of work. The pitch, swing and a miss. And Pittman in the hole, 0-2. The sun has set on a beautiful day here in Rutherford County. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-2. If you like today, you'll love tomorrow. Just a carbon copy. I think some rain late tomorrow night and early Friday. Not going to amount a whole lot, but will be windy this weekend with sunshine. Swing and a miss. And Pittman is the 5th strikeout victim for Patrick Freeman. I'm sorry, make that 6th for Patrick Freeman. Had a hard time looking at all my tally marks here. Both of these pitchers have really pitched a heck of a game. Both with a 3-hitter. Strikeouts about even. Freeman's pitch is a strike on the outer half to Gunnar Waldrop, who has one of the 3 hits for the Warriors. He led off the game, as a matter of fact. The pitch outside. Riverdale has had 4 in scoring position today. And Waldrop got all the way to 3rd, but Freeman and the Patriots got out of the inning. Fouled at the plate. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's kind of twilight here, so it takes a little adjusting. All the sunglasses are off. Back in is Waldrop, and the 1-2. Foul back into the net behind home plate. I have to say that David Limbaugh is the best organist in the county. He can really tickle the ivories. I think that's the piano, though, isn't it? 1-2. Swing and a miss. They're going to have to throw him out. And Rather's going to make the throw. And I'll tell you what, Waldrop kind of froze for a second, and he continued running. He might have beat that out. But not the case. And back-to-back strikeouts now for Freeman. Caleb Jordan, the batter. Freeman has had 1 3-up, 3-down inning despite a walk in the second. Messer was caught stealing to end the inning. Falls behind here to Jordan, 2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jordan is 0 for 1 with a walk today. The 2-1 on the way. This one low, and another bad one. We'll have the first base runner of the inning here. I bet Jordan will take one, and it's going to be a strike from Freeman. Let's see. Nope, didn't take it. Popped it up. Drifting over is Hunter Evans. Nope, that is, I'm sorry, make that Isaiah Verge to make the catch on the fly out to short, very shallow left center. Well, that's going to end the inning. It is a 3-up, 3-down inning for Patrick Freeman and the Oakland Patriots. Let's move on to the 6th inning with your scores, 0-0, Riverdale and Oakland on State Farm Prep Sports.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan. Oh, come on, Raf! That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today. Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Thanks, Celeste. Also want to say hello to good neighbor State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. Emerson's offices are in Smyrna on Eden Springs Road West. Emerson Williams, 459-2683. Game also brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, Parks Auction, Craig's Tax Service, and our friends at Dr. Automotive. It's the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Oakland here in the 6th. To face, once again, Jackson Pridgeon. First pitch outside to Isaiah Burge. Oakland has 3 hits, and 2 of them came in the 4th with this trio at the plate. The big inning for Oakland here. They want to try to get something across. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count to Burge. This one outside and low for ball 2 and 1. Jackson Pridgeon beginning his 6th inning of work. Struck out 4. This pitch fouled away. He's only walked 1 thus far and has only given up 3 hits, all singles. So a nice outing for Pridgeon. Time called here at the plate. Jackson coming into the game with a 6-0 record, hoping to keep that unblemished. If he is to do so, that'll make Riverdale the district champions. 2-2. Popped up right side and out of play. I see a few blankets out. See, I have 66 degrees. So a little chilly. Swing and a miss, and down goes Isaiah Verge.
Rough number 7, J.D. Wheaton.
And your batter, J.D. Wheaton. 5 strikeouts now for Pridgeon. Wheaton 1 for 2 with a single. He got all the way to 3rd and then wound up being thrown out at home, which would have been a big run since there's not one across here in this game so far. First pitch is the ball, 1-0. Tomorrow's the last district game of the regular season for all of our teams. Pitch, grounder to Messer at second. Takes a nice throw to first over there to Goodhart for out number 2. Siegel and Blackman are playing tonight in game 2 of their 3-game series, and that one is at Siegel. We'll have game 3 of that series tomorrow from Blackman. Siegel Blackman baseball on WGNS and Big G TV. Pitch on the outer corner for a ball, 1-0. The pitch from Pridgeon. Muscled one up there, and it's fouled away. Richardson 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a bunt single. 4th inning was a little tense for Pridgeon, but got out of it. The 5th was a 3-up, 3-down. It's 2 strikes from having that happen here. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. It's been a pretty well-pitched game from both sides. Here's the 1-2. Outside and low, even things up at 2 apiece. Game approaching right at an hour and a half. It's just over an hour and a half, actually. Started at 5:56. This one line foul down the third base side. It's Pierre Lyons night. I'm sure at 7:30 it's probably bedtime for Pierre. I'm going to get in trouble, Pierre. John gave me all of these things to say tonight. 2-2, fouled back into the screen. I mentioned this during the pregame show, but John and Pierre are of close enough age that they were playing Little League baseball together, and John said after having to face Pierre one night, he said his baseball days were done. He could get it across. Drafted by the Cincinnati Reds back in the day. Been a great asset to our local community for sure. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And now time called. I'm almost positive that when Perry was the softball coach at Siegel, Pierre was an assistant there when they got to the state tournament, spring fling. 2-2. Swing and a miss. 6th strikeout for Jackson Pridgeon and a 3-up, 3-down, 6th inning. And sets down the Oakland Patriots. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Still no score between Riverdale and Oakland. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rain Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rain Pro partner, heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
Pizza. Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Well, in addition to Dana Womack, State Farm agents Celeste Middleton, Bud Morris, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, and Andy Womack help to bring you State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS. Also brought to you in part by Josh Houston and Associates, that's JHA Company, Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agency, and Lascassas Feed Supply. JHA Company, they yearbooks, photography, class rings, letter jackets, all that great stuff to help commemorate high school for students here in many Rutherford County schools. Well, it is the bottom of the 6th for the Warriors, and they're going to bring up the meat of their order here as well. Goodhart, Nichols, and Pridgeon. 3, 4, and 5 hitters here. And back out there is Patrick Freeman. If you like a pitcher's duel, you'd love this game. A lot of times these games come down to one small thing. An untimely walk, an untimely error. If you're on the other side, an untimely hit. Here's Freeman's first pitch. Ooh, that almost hit Goodhart. He had to back out. It's a tense ball, 1-0. This pitch low. Went inside and then outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Goodhart. It's going to take something that he really likes here, I would think. He's grounded out and lined out to second base in his 2 at-bats. The pitch, strike on the outer corner.
Pay attention, 133, 133.
133,000 people here at Riverdale tonight to watch this game. Breaking pitch in for a strike. 2-2. Very highly attended game. It's a tough ticket tonight. Freeman sets, and the pitch on the way. Shot through between short and third, and it is a leadoff base hit for Liam Goodhart. First hit since the fourth inning and just the fourth of the game for the Warriors. Is that the start of something? Jax Nichols, the batter, struck out twice in his 2 at-bats. First time he's had somebody on. No, second time. Happened in the first inning as well. He struck out to end the first. Fourth hit of the game, 0-4-1 for Riverdale, 0-3-0 for the Patriots. Squares to bunt, pops this one up and behind home plate. That's another one of those things that can happen, play a little small ball, sacrifice somebody around. You can do a lot with no outs here and a runner on. See what the Warriors decide to do here. Nichols has 1 foot on the backside of the batter's box. He's squaring to bunt, and now a fake throw over. Goodhart back in. He is not off the bag at first very much. Can't really afford a caught stealing here either if you're Riverdale. And playing it close to the vest. Nichols not showing bunt at this moment. Now he squares to bunt. Takes a strike and in safely at first. Is Goodhart. Well, with 2 strikes, does this change what Nichols does here? About a 2.5-step lead over there by Goodhart at first. Freeman checking him. He sets. And the 0-2 pitch. Ball low. One ball and 2 strikes your count. Another 2.5-step lead over there by Goodhart at first. Freeman checks him one more time. And now the pitch on the way. High outside, and it's 2-2. Well, Nichols has battled back to an even count now. And looks like we're going to have a pinch runner now, and that's Sam Gibson.
Running first base or pitching Sam Gibson.
So Gibson going to run at first for Goodhart. And a little speed out there, I guess. 2-2 to Jax Nichols. Pitch on the way. Fouled into the screen. Boy, Gibson had a nice jump. That would have been in play. I think he would have easily been at second, depending on how deep the ball was hit. But just another long foul ball. He takes about a 3-step lead over at first. Another 2-2 pitch to Nichols. Now throw over. Remember me saying all those little things? Oakland trying to keep Gibson close. He's running for Goodhart, who led off this 6th inning with a single. The pace definitely slows with runners on, doesn't it? 2-2 on the way. High. Throw down to first, and boy, just got back. That was a great throw by Rather. Now the count's full. Freeman takes his fist and bangs it on his thigh. I think they thought they had him picked off at first. Almost did. Full count pitch on the way. It's going to be a strikeout. No, it's a walk. Rather tagged him, and I thought it was a strikeout, but it was not. It's a walk. So Gibson goes to second. Nichols at first with the base on balls. Fourth of the game for Freeman. And with nobody out, runners at first and second here in the bottom of the sixth for Riverdale in a scoreless game. That's going to bring some conversation on the mound, a meeting of the minds, if you will, with the Oakland infield. Coach Messer comes out of the dugout. Communicating well to his assistant coaches on either corner, and Jackson Pridgeon is going to be your batter. Now they'll actually have Pridgeon go down and talk to Coach Kendrick. Meeting for Oakland is over. Everybody back to their places with their bright, shiny faces. Riverdale gets the tomahawk chop going here as they have two on, nobody out. Bottom of the sixth in a scoreless game. Tension's high here now. Pridgeon is 0 for 1 with a walk today. He'd probably take a walk. He's squaring the bunt. Still nobody out. Galliant comes way in here. Has Evans covering for him over at first. Nothing in one to Jackson Pridgeon. Well, he could help his cause here, couldn't he? Shows bunt again. Pulls it back, takes a ball, 1-1. Well, none of the 133,000 have left their seats here, that's for sure. One ball and one strike is your count. Once again, Galliant comes up here, ball outside, 2-1. A walk would load the bases with nobody out. Runners at first and second. Gibson at second, Nichols at first for the Warriors. Go-ahead run is in scoring position for Riverdale. Freeman calmly takes a big deep breath. Bunted and a good one. They're going to make the throw. No, it's bobbled by Freeman. The throw to first is wide, and that's going to bring in a run. Gibson in, and it's 1-0 Warriors. It's going to be an error on the pitcher. All the way to third goes Jax Nichols. And Pridgeon is at first, reaching on the E1, and that is a costly error. First one, he's at second actually. Pridgeon at second. Costly error for the Oakland Patriots. 1-0. Warriors just scratched across the run. Still nobody out. And runners at second and third for Braden Leverett, who has a single in this game. He's 1 for 2. Pitch high and outside. There is Leverett. ready for the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got that one down in the strike zone. Did Patrick. 1-1. Here's the pitch on the way. Strike on the outer half. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Leverett. Great bunt by Pridgeon. This pitch is a ball, 2-2. Went right in front of the home plate. Freeman had to come off the mound, tried to field it, was looking at third to see if there was a play there before he had the ball. Couldn't come up with it. This pitch misses, and it's 3-2, and the umpire is not making friends on the Oakland side. And now Freeman is off the mound, and he is voicing some displeasure to the second base umpire. If you're Oakland, you want to limit the damage, but a long way to go here in the 6th. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and down goes Leverett, and that's exactly what the Oakland Patriots needed. 8th strikeout for Freeman. The batter is Bryce Messer. Messer's 0 for 1 with a walk. He was caught stealing in the second to end the second inning. Still 2 on with 1 out now. Shows bunt. Bunts it down the third base line. It's going to be a throw at the plate, and out at home is Nichols. That goes 1-2 on the putout. And now 2 away. Leverett is at third now. And Messer reaches on the fielder's choice bunt there. It's 1-0 Riverdale. 2 out. Runners at the corners here now. Bryson Green going to be your batter here. He's 0 for 2. Fly out to center and pop up over at first base, which was caught for the last out of the 4th inning. If you're an Oakland fan, you want to hold the Warriors here and see what your bats can do in the 7th. And Messer's going to take off to second. No throw. You just let him take the bag there. So runners at second and third now, and here's the first pitch. Popped up right side and out of play. I'm sure Riverdale would love more than just 1 run. You can never get enough in a game like this. Time call, and we're going to have pinch runner here come in for Pridgeon.
Running at third base for 21, A.J. Ganser.
And that's A.J. Ganser. Courtesy runner at third, Ganser. So, 1 strike on Green, and here's the pitch. This is outside, 1-1. Oakland fans still groaning. Here's the pitch. It's a strike in there from Patrick Freeman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Freeman has struck out 8, walked 4, and has given up 4 hits in this game and 1 run. Here's the pitch. Boy, that was way inside. Another Deuces Wild situation here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. And Riverdale would love a 2-0 lead. We'll see if that happens. Freeman sets, and the pitch. Swung on, fouled at the plate. Now there's going to be a soft toss over to first, and Green went down, kind of tripped, and did a roll. But he is going to be retired, and the inning is over. Well, here's your recap. The Warriors score 1 run on 1 hit. There was a walk and an error, and there were 2 left stranded. Well, we move to the 7th, top of the 7th, and it's Oakland with their backs against the wall here, and Pridgeon back out for his 7th inning of work when we come back on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
Craig's Tax Service is located just off Memorial on Heritage Park Drive. You can contact us at 890-2233.
It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We are proud to support all Rutherford County student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here, and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutoRepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Welcome back here on State Farm Prep Sports from News Radio WGNS. I'm Brian Barrett. John Dinkins will rejoin me tomorrow night, by the way, as we go to Blackman. It's Siegel and Blackman game 3 of their series. And here is the first pitch to Braxton Griever. It's in for a strike. Pitch on the way. This one a little wild, gets by. He's still getting it up there in the upper 80s, mid to upper 80s. As Pridgeon underway here in his 7th inning of work. This is his 86th pitch on the way. Strike called. 1-2 now. It's Griever, Pack, and Galliant, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for Oakland. Here's the pitch on the way. Just poke the bat out there to foul this one back. Just 3 hits given up by Pridgeon thus far. I don't know if he fueled up. Maybe that's why Coach Messer had a runner for him out there. Maybe fueled up a little bit because he's still getting it across. Griever is being looked at here by the Oakland coaching staff, and the Riverdale trainer comes out. Looks like he's got some tightness in his shoulders or some whatnot. They asked him if everything's okay. And he said, if I have a limb hanging off, I'm still going to bat. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Braxton. He's reached on an error and sacrificed in this game. Leading off the 7th, here's the 1-2 pitch from Pridgeon. Swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts for Jackson Pridgeon.
Now batting number 12, third baseman Carson Pack.
And that brings Carson Pack to the plate. Struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. Has a stolen base to his ledger. Here's the first pitch to him. Got it on the outside corner. That one at 86. And Pridgeon is throwing gas right now. 0-1. Just got a piece of it. 2 strikes against Pack. We're in the top of the 7th. Riverdale leading 1-0. They got that run in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch on the way. High and outside. Approaching the 8 o'clock hour here on WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Big G TV on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Twitch. Pitch. This is low and inside, and evens the count at 2 apiece. Looks like Oakland is sending catcher down to the bullpen here. This pitch fouled back and out of play. If there is a bottom of the 7th, it's the 9-1 and 2 hitters for Riverdale. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carson Pack. Pitch from Pridgeon on the way. Lined to the second baseman, Messer, and it's going to get by. And heading to second base is Pack, sliding in. And the tying run is at second base now for the Oakland Patriots. That is an E4. Second error of the inning, and that one was a two-base error. And we're going to have Kalijah King with some speed on the bases. Run for Pack. There is 1 out in the inning, by the way. I've got a pinch hitter, too. Here's the pitch to the plate. That's Micah Freeman batting. He was last night's losing pitcher. The pitch. Strike called. 0-2. Pridgeon blistered that one in for strike 2. Little staccato clapping going on here. The pitch outside. Oakland has the tying run at second in scoring position here in a 1-0 game. Micah Freeman looking at a 1-ball, 2 count, 1-ball, 2-strike count, and this one low. Things evened up at 2-2 now. Pridgeon off the mound to gather himself a bit, readjust his baseball cap. Get it in just the right spot. Now to look into Nichols. Already knows the pitch. And here is the 2-2. Outside for a ball, and the count goes full. The inning started with a Griever strikeout. Then Pack reaches on an error. So 1 away, and the count full to Freeman. That's Micah Freeman. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 8 was a big one here for Jackson Pridgeon. And Oakland down to their last out. And Damani Moten, who had a hit in last night's game and a hit in this one, at the plate. Pridgeon takes a peek back at King at second. The pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, Moten was swinging for the lead there. 0-1. Pitch in for a strike. 0-2. Now Pridgeon, and at least 3 of the batters, has had an 0-2 count, and they've battled back even and even to a full count. So we'll see what happens here. Oakland down to their last strike now. Here's the pitch from Pridgeon. High. It's 1-2. 1-0 Riverdale. Top of the 7th. Manny Moton at the plate. Pridgeon's pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And the game is over. And the Riverdale Warriors are regular season district champions. They get it done tonight, winning it 1-0 over their rival, the Oakland Patriots. 9 strikeouts for Jackson Pridgeon in this game, 3 in this 7th inning. Nice outing for Jackson Pridgeon and a tough loss for Patrick Freeman tonight. Final score, 1-0 Riverdale, a winner. We'll come back. We've got your stats on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show that's coming up next on State Farm Prep Sports.
Parks Auction. We handle everything.
Whether you're buying or selling a home or whether you're buying or selling commercial property, the auction is just so much easier, quicker, smoother.
My wife and I sold our personal home. Parks Auctions helped us with that. The house brought about 20% more than we were going to ask for.
Visit our website at parksauction.com to learn more.
Hi there, driving high enough,
Stan Vaughn and the Parks Auction team are proud supporters of local high school and MTSU sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We would like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
Each team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm good neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-895-2700, and I can save you time and money.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-900-0877 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. If you have more questions and answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Time for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show here from Riverdale High School. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Be sure to rely on the Rain Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, they're on West College Street in Murfreesboro, PrenticeAllsup.com online, bringing you our post-game show here this evening. A 1-0 win for the Riverdale Warriors and district championship in the regular season for Riverdale. And I think this is the 5th time in 6 years that Riverdale has been district champion. think that's right as I looked outside. I get a nod from David Limbaugh. He knows all here at Riverdale, by the way. So congrats to Riverdale on the win tonight. It was a tough one-run loss for Oakland this evening and a heck of a game. And as we talk about our Dr. Automotive players of the game here tonight, I've got to go with both pitchers this evening, and I'll tell you why as we kind of look at their stats here this evening. Pridgeon, the winning pitcher, he runs his record to 7-0, by the way. Jackson, in 7 innings pitched, no runs, 3 hits, struck out 9, and walked just 1 batter. A great outing for Jackson Pridgeon. And in Freeman, 6 innings, 1 run, and it would go on as an unearned run, even though there was the error, and it was an error on him tonight. But that was just a tough spot to be in there, and that happened in the 6th inning. Set him down the rest of the way, but that was tough for Freeman. But 1 run on just 4 hits. He struck out 8 and walked 4 batters. So a great night for both pitchers tonight. Freeman just happens to come out on the losing side of that one. A tough luck loss there for him. That's your Dr. Automotive players of the game. Dr. Automotive, you're the cure for your car. Listen up, if you have a domestic vehicle, Ford, Chevy, if you have a foreign vehicle, they work on it all. They've got ASE certified mechanics and master mechanics at Dr. Automotive. Danny Brewer and his brother Randy and their whole staff, they do a wonderful job at Dr. Automotive. You'll want to give them a call for your next vehicle repair or maintenance situation over at Dr. Automotive. They're in Smyrna on Hazelwood Drive. Check them out online at autorepairsmyrna.com. Time to talk about our Craig's Tax Service keys to the game, and 1 run, and that came across in the 6th for Riverdale. It was Liam Goodhart leading off with a single. Then there was a walk and an error. Kind of loaded up the bases. But Gibson, who was running for Goodhart, came across on that error. And that was the only run. So that is your Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. 1 run win. And great pitching tonight. But really, that's the case on both sides. Tax laws, can be confusing, so get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. You can call them at 615-890-2233. And a reminder that if you missed part of the game tonight, check WGNSSports.com to listen or watch the game back tonight on the Sir Pizza Podcast. And get your favorite pizza online by ordering on SirPizzaTN.com. Carry out or delivery. They're on East Main, on South Church Street, and on Memorial. Time to take a look at your stats here, and they're brought to you by JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, along with our pals at Winners Trophies and Fans Heating and Air. First of all, for the Oakland Patriots, 1 for 3 for J.D. Wheaton, Chris Richardson, and Damani Moton tonight. And I gave you the line for Freeman. 6 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 4 walks. For the Riverdale Warriors, 1 for 3 for Gunnar Waldrop with a stolen base. 1 for 3 with a run scored for Liam Goodhart. Gibson running for him, scoring that winning run in a 1-0 game. And 1 for 3 for Braden Leverett. A double, 1 for 2 for Paul Pittman. And I gave you Pridgeon stats, 7 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 1 walk. He improves now to 7-0. Again, if you're just joining us, mention that Riverdale is the regular season champion in the district. They'll host the district tournament. That begins next Wednesday, and should be a fun tournament. Not sure how the Oakland Blackman game is going, but Oakland 7-2 Siegel over Blackman. So looks like it's going to be a 1-game victory for the district title. Should be a great district race there. Do have another score on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Siegel beats Oakland tonight in softball, 9-1, the final score in that one. And Siegel remains undefeated beating Rockville last night in a game we had broadcast, and tonight over Oakland. Well, there you go. That's your recap. That's a scoreboard update. And we're going to get you to the remainder of the Braves game with the Braves and Marlins. Tomorrow night on State Farm Prep Sports, we'll be at Blackman for Game 3 of that Blackman-Siegel series. Hope you'll join for that in baseball. And John will rejoin me tomorrow night for that one. Hope you enjoyed our coverage this evening, and many thanks to our pal Jackson Smith back at the station, turning all the knobs and keeping us straight here throughout the evening. Thanks to my friends here at Riverdale as well for their hospitality as always. And that will wrap us up here from the reservation and Wendell T. Jones Field. So long, everybody, until the next time we meet at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
We now return to regular programming on News Radio WGNS.